What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And guys, today we are back with some more FNAF Management Wanted map reviews. You guys enjoyed the last episode, so we're going to continue things on. And this one we actually have Valox's Unwithered location. This is pretty much him remaking the entire FNAF, the original FNAF 2 location before the withered animatronics became withered. And I think the idea is actually really nice. It's really cool, and I'm actually pretty much so excited to see it. So this is what the outside of the map looks like. Actually, it's actually pretty nice. Actually, I like the attention to detail. He's actually got a road here, which is really awesome. And in fact, he's even got an actual sign on the roadway, and he has two entrances and exits, which is also really nice. So the attention to detail is immaculate. And around the entire back of the building and everything else is everything has a normal design on it. It kind of seems a little bland. I feel like there needs to be some stuff out here, but you know, I ain't gonna complain too much. You know, we do got some garbage cans here and the original Freddy Fazbear's Pizza sign, which is really cool. There's also a security camera here, which I have a nice little, it's a nice little attention to detail. You know, you can actually see what the hell, like who the hell's coming in and out of the pizzeria. And then we're gonna make a nice little walk in here, and we are here in the original FNAF location that deals with Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. Now there's even a wall speaker here, which is pretty cool, probably to tell people in there. Oh my god, it's dark as shit. Pretty cool though, pretty cool. So you know, you have the original Freddy's posters. You know, you actually have I'll do that. I don't want to talk about that right now. And it's pretty cool. You know, you got a nice little bit of monitors, you got some wiring here, and now I will admit the detail on this part is immaculate, because there's a lot of stuff like on the floor. You know, everything like has a purpose pretty much. Every brick, you know, every block, every single piece of tile has somewhat of a purpose to it. We have the original pizza, you know, pizza wall stuff here. We got one of the security cameras up there. There's a monitor up here. And of course you have the Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy paper pals right there as well. Along with some arcade games that are right here, and even the ball pit, which causes slowness 4, which makes sense because you're in a ball pit. And down here, I think this is a vent. I think it's a vent. Pretty certain. Not really too sure about it. I go into these mostly blind, so you know, I know a good chunk of everything about it. You know, we got a special posters here. This is one of the party rooms. It's actually kind of sick. It's kind of nice. It's kind of quaint. You know, you got the detailed posters. You know, you got the streamers and everything. You got the balloons. You got the flower pots. You got everything here that looks fucking awesome. Even a little bit of height stuff. Pretty cool. I wish I could sit in these chairs, but they do not let me sit in these chairs. They even have a chair on top of a chair. Like what's not awesome about that? And they have pots in here for some reason. I don't know what the pots purposes are. I guess for cups and stuff, but you can literally get a normal cup and put it on. You know, never mind. I'm not gonna ask questions. You know, they're using the detail design, and I know that's pretty cool. An open close sign, which is also nice. Some gumball machines. The original Fredbear's poster, which is actually really nice. My rain stopped. So yeah, we're just more dining areas and print and stuff. It looks really cool. And actually, you can see the inside right there of what's to come. So we might as well talk about these guys. These are the unwithered animatronic versions of Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. These are the retro animatronics. So technically, this is Freddy Fazbear's retro location, which is actually. I think it's really cool. You know, it's really nice. You know, they got the original Chica design. You know, look at the beak. Like the detail on that one's really nice. Freddy kind of looks somewhere. He's just a little bit more fatter, I guess. Bonnie, he's actually got little whiskers on his face and more butt teeth, which is really cool. And Foxy has literally every single piece on him, which is actually, it looks a little weird now that I think about it. But above all, it's really cool. These animatronics look amazing. The stage is pretty small. You know, the location is pretty small considering this is a retro location. So everything is not going to be massive whenever it comes through with it. And I really much so like that. I like the idea of that. I like the full, like, you know, scale of like how small and you know, quaint Freddy Fazbear's Pizza was. So it's really, really, really sick. And of course, we got some bathrooms in here. You know, it's literally just a toilet, garbage can, and a sink. So, you know, you got some paper and stuff on the floor. Got a little bit of a light bulb in here, and it's really, really cool. Okay, we had a ghost child in here apparently. What the fuck? All right then, whatever. All right. So if we continue on forward to the employees only area, there's blood everywhere. There's blood in here, by the way. That's seriously. We also got the original rabbit head from there. This is where some murders might have taken. Okay. Where some murders might have taken place, which is very, very terrifying. We also got another garbage can in here. And this is pretty much the small little area here. We actually won't go in that room yet. You know, we got the lockers and stuff, and also the kitchen. The kitchen is actually nice and small, very, very quaint. I don't know why there are filing cabinets in here, but I guess they're kind of like stored. Isn't there a storage thing? There's literally a store. You know, I'm not gonna ask questions. They literally have them right here. All right. Yeah, the kitchen's nice and small. It's pretty quaint. It's pretty nice. Pretty cozy, if you get what I'm saying here. And now the actual part about this. It's the security office. And I believe this light will actually turn back on. We can actually have a light that will actually turn on inside the office while keeping everything else out here. Kind of, you know, darkness. So actually, if I quickly run out here, I turn off the lights. I'm gonna start murdering kids. Get the fuck out of my restaurant, sir. That was Purple Guy, actually. Bitch asses. What the fuck? Okay, so apparently I was wrong. This light don't do shit. Apparently. All right. But if you actually look out here, there's a light that actually supposed to turn on out here. Motherfucker. Yeah, it's just really nice. It's a really nice and quaint office. What? Oh. I'm in the office. I'm in the poster, yeah. And of course you got the poster from the movie. I forget what it's called, but you also got the little 3 little plushies down there as well, along with the cup inside the monitor. That's really nice. And here are the camera systems, which I personally like. You know, you got camera systems all around. That guy is still all right. He's gone again. And you know, you got a few little camera systems through the front doors and stuff. You know, everything is like, it's just kind of quaint. It's a small little area. That's really nice, really nice. And here's the actual outside of the pizzeria, which I actually like the idea of having an outside camera. You know, if maybe there was like some extra lore aspects to this, like maybe the purple car or something being out here and stuff, like you can see me over there, like the purple car, or even, you know, just something to do with the animatronics, like maybe escaping. I find that really fascinating. And I like the idea of it being really fascinating. So yeah. But above all else, I mean, there's like not really much I can really talk about. Get out! Yeah, there's nothing really much I can really talk about. Here's what it looks at night. It's pretty nice, pretty cool. Like I said, it's like very bare, honestly, whenever it comes to some of this stuff. Yep. Okay, it's just a light system. There's... Alright, whatever. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty bare on the outside. The inside is pretty nice detail. So honestly, I think giving a Faz rating about this... I mean, it's not bad. You know, it's not bad. I will state the map inside looks amazing. The map inside looks cool. However, I wish there was more detail on the outside, which is one of the main critiques I have for a lot of these, which is why especially with KJ Whippy, you know, like that one is like right now the king of management wanted builds right now. So I'm gonna be honest, I think I might be giving this little rating of this pizzeria right here. I'll probably be giving them a rating of about probably an 8.5 out of 10. Mainly because the outside is kind of bland. You know, there's no excitement to me wanting to walk in here, like, at all. Like, there's no excitement of me wanting to come in and, you know, having a nice, like, fun little time in this, like, little pizzeria. Like, looking on the inside, it's, like, really nice. You can see where the appeal could be, but just above all else, like, the rest of it just doesn't fit. And it's, like, it's just not appealing at all to me. Especially with it being in the middle of nowhere. You know, like, that's a given. That's gonna be a given. So yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a mess. Like, it should be something, there should be something better here. There should be something more classy, I guess. But above all else, I do enjoy the inside of it. That's why it's still getting a pretty good rating with it. And honestly, Valox has a lot of other maps and stuff that he's done, you know, so I'm probably going to be reviewing a lot more of his maps going forward. But yeah, that's going to do it for this episode of FNAF Management Wanted map reviews. I hope you guys, of course, enjoyed it. If you guys, of course, did, make sure you all leave a like, share, and subscribe down below. And honestly, can't wait to do episode 3 for this if you guys want it. And yeah, don't forget, my contest is over at the end of this month, so please do join my Discord server, link in the description below. And above all else, I will see you all next time. Goodbye.